Alright, getting ready to roll off here. Super late models at Thompson, 75 laps. And we've got a 19 car field. You can see the leaderboard there, lap counter at the top of that. And see how this one goes. Thompson, always a very difficult track. Got a lot of contact on entry and very easy to plow the wall on exit. So, a strength of field of 1,900. The top driver, Colton Zimmer, is 5,049 iRating. And the lowest driver, he didn't even make the field, 795. So we actually only have 17 cars in the field. And lowest guys are right around 1,000, which would be the number 18 here. So, we're getting ready to go. Final pace lap here. And Zimmer's going to bring them down to the line. Pelfrey on the outside front row. And we got Richard Murray and Jason Ricker on the second row. Zimmer bringing them down out of 4. We got a green. Zimmer's going to get out to a decent-sized lead as Murray works his way inside. Turn 1 and 2, up into the second position. Pelfrey falls back to third. Brandon Key in the 6th, and Ricker on the outside in the 3 is your top 5. Dominic Lee just sitting outside in the 5 car. 9's going around. And an early caution. Unfortunately, the 9 self-spins, and the 6 car is also going to be involved with nowhere to go there. Let's take a quick look at that. Looks like just a self-spin. 3/4 of the way through the corner. 6, nowhere to go. Kind of pushes his way through. A little bit of front-end damage as well. So, we're going to have to deal with that. 9 cars going to the back. And we're going to pace around here for a second. So, give me 1 second to change one thing that I did not do. Professional broadcasting here. Let's go 2377 and crank that up and make it sound the same. So, now you don't have an audio switch when I switch cameras. So, we got a wide one and we got a narrow one. And we're going to pace around for 2 more laps. Zimmer, Murray, Ricker, 1, 2, 3. Brandon Key does get his spot back after that, but he will have a little front-end damage. Might cause some issues for him. Dominic Lee's now in that 5th spot in the 5. Not even going to try Ledoucher, maybe? Ledouser, Haywood, and Sprinkle in the 14, Batty in the 17, and then you've got Ripka, Leonard, and McNeil. So, that's where we're at. I will try not to mess up names, but it's going to be a thing. So, lining them back up, double file for restarts, Zimmer, and now Murray's on the outside. See if Ricker can get that spot back. Zimmer bringing him around again, nice and slow, gets on the gas. Here we go again. Another poor start out of Ricker there. He's going to go to the outside. 2 cars slides up, that's Murray. That's going to allow Ricker to get in there, but now we got the 13 car back here at the start-finish line. What occurred here? The 4 car out of nowhere. And then we got the 17 looping it around up here. So the back of the field having a hell of a time. Just mid-corner slid up, 16 really didn't have anywhere to go for someone going that slow middle of the corner, and here we are back under caution. So, a lot more wrecking than I thought there would be this early on, but it is a single split, lots of different talent levels. Not sure what the 4-car even did there to self-spin like that. Was that the same guy that self-spun earlier? No, that was the 9-car that self-spun on to bring out the first caution, so. Looks like the 17 is currently trapped a lap down. He's gonna get the wave around, I assume, as he's in front of the leader. Let's hope that occurs. We don't have some weird issue with the scoring. Like the 13 is in the pits, get the damage repaired, may go a lap down here. It's a little easier to get out because the pit road shortcuts things through 1 and 2, so you can wait a little bit longer. Now the 17, next lap by should get the wave around, I hope. And we're down to 16 cars. So the 4-car has left the race after his self-spin. See what happens with the 17 here. Alright, the 17's got the all clear to pass the field. He's going to join the back. That means everyone's on the lead lap. And we're going back racing now. Zimmer once again bringing him down to the line. We'll see if we can get maybe a lap here. Already going to be starting lap 12 when we go green. Zimmer once again, nice and slow out of the corner. Mid-pack stacking up. Green flag's out. 3-car steps on it. Really loose. Now the 5-car is going to look to the inside. Decides better of it. They all survive. Back here in the 7th spot, we got 3 wide off the corner. That's going to be bad. 12-car goes spinning. Haywood into the inside wall. No caution at the moment. Still green. Haywood's back going. His teammate up in first. Murray behind him. Key in third. Ricker and Dominic Lee in 5th. So, very chaotic start there. All started by Ricker in the 3, who spun the tires on the restart. Top 5 are in their own little field. And then 1.3 seconds back, the 9-car, who's already worked his way up through the field after his self-spin. So now it's a question, who's got the speed and how long do we got to go green for? There's no tire changes in this series, so you're going to be managing the tires a bit through the race. Looks like Brandon Key in the 6 is maybe one of the faster guys. Right now, quickest lap last time by, just a little bit faster than the leader. And leader blinking out. That's going to make things interesting. Hopefully that calms down. Let's go find the closest battle, which is right here for the 7th spot. We got Ripka in the 8. And then the 7-car and Coffee in the 10. A little wide for the 10 there. Back of the field actually really falling off fast from the leaders. Already about a half a lap behind mid-pack. Back up front, Dominic Lee looking to put a little more pressure on Jason Ricker as Murray is closed in now on Zimmer. closing in on corner entry. Looks to be a little wider than Zimmer out of 4. Top 3, though, nose to tail. All within the tight frame here down the backstretch. Fastest car on track last time, the 3. Key and Murray, though, kind of stacked up behind the 1, so might be slowing them down just a little bit. We'll see where they fall in a couple of laps. So through 3 and 4 to complete lap number 20. Zimmer's led all 20 of them. Key's looking a little bit racy there, kind of ducked low. That kind of hurt him, though, on exit, and now he's got some time to make up after that little looseness, I think it was, off the corner. Next thing we got to worry about is lap traffic. Got the 17 car, who I believe spun. I thought I saw someone spinning back there. He's now a lap down. Next car to go down a lap will be the 13. Still about a corner ahead of Zimmer. Nothing has changed in your top 6. Ledusher has got passed up into the 7th. And in 8th is the 8 car, Ripka. So everyone's pretty much fallen where they should, other than the people that have wrecked out. 9 car's a bit ahead of where he's supposed to be. But everyone's iRating right around midfield about the same, sitting around 2,000. Last time by, Ricker quickest on track in the 3 car, but he really hasn't gained much, so it might be kind of a back and forth type thing. This time he's much slower than the top 3, so it is kind of swaying back and forth lap to lap. Zimmer the fastest last time by with a 7.88 to Murray with a 19.789, so they are dead even with each other, and I think lap traffic is going to be the biggest factor in how this one plays out. So we got the 13 making a pass on the 18 now. Wally's up to 13th. These two are going to be coming under pressure from the leaders really soon. We started out the race in 18.5s. We also had a 19.5. And now the leader gets trapped up behind the 18. That's going to allow Murray to close in right on the bumper. The 18 goes down low, lets everyone else by, but that kind of stacked up the top 3. Murray, though, doesn't lose any spots from it and kind of pulls out to the same distance he was. Wally now in the 13, Chris Wally. He's the next one to be lapped. Big dive, hard entry there from the 6 car. Zimmer going to use as much room as he possibly can to get around the lap car, as the lap car was going high. It's very easy to bounce the car off the wall and take a leader out. That's going to allow Ricker to close up. Dominic Lee's fallen back a little ways. But with that, Zimmer pulls ahead now by 0.6 seconds. Just got around that lap car a lot safer, and it benefited him. He didn't get slowed down by a checkup on the corner exit. So, yeah, the top 3, 4 closest race on track Lee's caught back up a little bit. And then we got Pelfrey back there in the 9, who is closing in a little bit, but still just a tenth slower than the leaders. They've dropped off about a half a second now from where they were at the start of the race, and we are 33 laps in. Completing lap 34 there. Still a 19.899 out of the leader. He's about half a tenth up now on the rest of the field. But more lap traffic ahead as we got Leonard in the 16 and Kofi in the 10. So Zimmer's going to have to work carefully around the lap traffic once again, but a lot of green flag racing now that we've gotten everyone spread out. Everyone now outside of the top 4 is in the 22nd bracket. Murray once again kind of gets held up on corner exit. Gets a little tap from the lap car. Oh, man. That's going to allow Key to get underneath. He's going to dive it down into turn 1. They battle lap cars coming into play, but not the way you'd think. Don't normally get blasted by a lap car on corner entry. So Murray holds on to that one, dodges a bullet, doesn't wreck, but those right sides are going to be a little hotter, and you got to carry these things all the way to the end. So that's that might come back to haunt him later on. Now we got another lap car. This is Kofi in the 10. Murray, Key, both going to go underneath. Key gets a little tight there on the bumper as he's entering a bit harder into 3. But even with all of that, Murray still just half a second behind the leader, Zimmer. Zimmer now down into the 20.3s on the last lap, so he must have had a little bit of an issue that we didn't see. And we've got the 16 car once again. And now Murray comes up and runs into the side of the 16 car. And that's just a little bit more contact. Little more, yeah. Doesn't look like it caused damage. Might not have been actual contact. Might have been prediction code. But, yeah, you got to be careful with that stuff. Running second right now. Got a lot to lose. Ricker's been just sitting back here. Not really pushing the car too hard. Looks to be a little quicker than everyone right now. We'll see what the lap times are. That time by, he was at a 20.002. Everyone else 20.04s and 5s. So barely quicker, but now everyone's in the 22nd brackets. We've got the 18 car who likes to go to the low line to get lapped. Zimmer not expecting that. That puts Murray to his outside now. That might be advantage Murray into the corner. No. Little contact. 3 wide off the corner now. Key's going to try to take advantage of all of this and go from 3rd to the lead. So Zimmer slid up the track. He's going to cut down out of the corner just a little bit. That means Key's got to check up just a bit more. Murray's going to try to take back the 2nd spot. Advantage to the high side out of the corner as long as you don't get stuffed in the wall. Key gets a bit loose trying to keep it off of Murray, and it looks like he'll be heading back to 3rd. As these 3 battle, here comes Ricker in the 3. Other than his spinning the tires on the last restart, hasn't had too much drama for himself, and now Key once again loose off the corner, and that's going to give Ricker the spot. He tries to fight it through 1 and 2, but just can't handle it. Ricker up to 3rd, Key falling backwards after having a sniff of the lead. Zimmer now coming on to Haywood, who we've seen get a little roughed up early on into the inside backstretch wall. No caution for it. He's done a pretty good job staying on the lead lap to this point. Only running 20.3s though.
The yellow flag is out.
And we got a caution. Try to find where this one was. It looks like the 9 car has had an issue. What happened here? Just stopped on track. The 9 decided he had to leave, and instead of pulling into the pits where he was right next to, stopped on the track, and unfortunately, that puts us back under caution. So, 25 to go. Reset things. It's actually going to help Key. He's going to be able to cool the tires down. He's going to have the outside on the restart as well. Might help him get past Ricker, who we've seen just not be very good on these restarts. Looks like the 7 car is also out. What happened to him? Nope, he is just blinking. Alright, so some good racing there. Some tight action, 3 wide for the lead due to the lap traffic. 10 cars getting the wave around. Lucky dog. And that will put 10 cars on the lead lap. Once again, no tire changes in this series. Short track racing. You gotta keep everything on it and not use your stuff up too early. So Ricker, I think, has the freshest tires, but you know, it's hard to tell how hard Zimmer's actually pushing. Kind of seems like he's managing things at the front. So one lap he'll be much quicker, then the next lap he'll back it up just a bit. So we're going to be around 20 to go once we get this restarted. We've got 13 cars on track, one of them blinking very bad. But Zimmer, Murray, Ricker, 1, 2, 3 once again. And then we'll see what Brandon Key has back there in the 6th place. You know what? Here's a car we have not seen on track. The 11 car, Arnold. Not someone that we've even mentioned. He's kind of been mid-pack, staying out of trouble, so keep an eye on him. Key gets a good start on the outside in the 6. He's going to try to work his way around Ricker in the 3. Cuts down a little bit too much out of the corner. That's going to let Lee get by as these two keep running into each other. Key hard into the wall. That one all on the 6 car, just cutting down off the corner while he has someone inside. Not something you can do here. You got to use up the track on exit. So that pretty much makes it a 2-car race. Unfortunately for Ricker, he's now back in 8th place. Not a whole lot of damage to the car, but the damage is how much time on track he lost. Looks like Key is still running. He is in 9th. But a little more than half a lap down to the leaders. So 2-car battle now. Zimmer, Murray a little bit into the outside wall there. That's going to hurt him down the backstretch. Dominic Lee, he's also kind of just been hanging back there. Hasn't really seen the speed out of him like we've seen out of the what was the top 4 a while ago. And then here we go, number 11 car, Benjamin Arnold. Not even said a word about him till the last restart when we noticed the purple car, and here he is in 4th place. So we can zoom into this now that it's a 2-car battle. We got a blinking 7 car on the apron. The leaders get around him safely. Hopefully he doesn't cause any issues. Zimmer, Murray nose to tail. Murray looking a little bit stronger through 1 and 2, but a little slow off the corner there. You can see the gap open up hard into 3. Is he going to be able to keep up, though, off the corner? It's closing the gap, and the 10th quicker. They're back into the 19s now that the tires have cooled off, and it's all out from here. Only 14 laps left in this one. So Richard Murray looking to the outside now. Little bit slower as Zimmer's making that cut down out of 2 work pretty well for him. Take a look back here while we can. Andrew Haywood making a move on Ripka. This is for the 5th spot. Just can't get it done. Back up to the lead. And we'll keep an eye on Dominic Lee. 0.95 behind, 1 second behind now. Is he going to close the gap? Is he going to benefit from any contact that might happen between the leaders? See the brakes glowing hard on these cars as they're using them up on corner entry. And little contact between 1st and 2nd on corner entry into 1. Murray gets into the back of him. Is that going to be the move? Is that how he's going to try to pass him, or is he going to go around him? You got 2 options, through or around. We'll see which one he uses and what he thinks short track racing is. Once again, Zimmer cutting down out of 2, just getting such a better run down the backstretch with that cut down. Much harder into the corner, much higher up. Now Murray trying to cut down, but from a higher line. Didn't seem to work for him. He's just using up more and more of his car, it looks like, on corner entry. And Zimmer's slowly pulling that gap out. But we've got lappers up ahead. Just seen one of them. Now Murray's blinking. That's only going to add to it. And now 3/4 of a second behind Dominic Lee. So he is closing the gap, but also appears to be a teammate with the leader Zimmer. So benefit could go to Zimmer if Lee catches Murray. Once again, Murray harder into the corner, slower off of the corner. The gap is just growing. Really deep into turn 1, almost contact once again. This time he gets a decent exit. He's much closer than he had been. We're here starting lap 72. Now the 18 car going to go down low. Or is he going to just hold the middle lane? He's going to hold the middle lane. Once again, contact between Zimmer and Murray. Lap car goes low on the backstretch. Murray contact again. Just barely gets the nose under the back bumper. No contact there. Lee is now here in the 5 car. We're going to go to a wider shot so we can fit them all in. Murray now into the wall. That opens the gap up massively, and here comes Lee. He's definitely going to race Murray hard. seeing how he's racing Zimmer in the 1. 2 laps to go. That little contact down the backstretch pretty much ended Murray's chance here. He's going to dive it in hard again, but trying to make it all up on entry. Not going to help him. White flag's out for Zimmer. 75th and final lap. 2 lap cars ahead. I don't know if they're going to get to him, though, before 3 and 4. Oh, they definitely are. What's going to happen here? Murray's going to dive it in on the leader. We're going to see a crossover move. That was almost a slide job. Zimmer's going to fight back. Zimmer loses it. Murray wins. Murray pulls off one hell of a dive into the corner. No contact. Zimmer tried to play it safe and cut back down. What a finish. Oh my God. I did not think Murray had a chance after getting into the wall there. Richard Murray in the 2 car. He's going to do some burnouts. What a finish. Oh, I'm glad I did this race. That was a great broadcast to watch. We got to go watch that one back. What a finish. So, a little contact, maybe, through there. And then we're going to watch him get into the wall. He got loose out of 2. So now he's fighting with Lee. Lee goes to the outside. Little contact. He shoves him up. We've got the lap cars ahead. So I think we're getting white flag this time by. Yeah, white flag this time by. And I'm going to half speed this as they go into that corner. I mean, he closed the gap a ton in 1 and 2. And this dive out of nowhere. I mean, Zimmer had the right idea, but I think he slowed down a little too much. And what an awesome finish. Let's go ahead and do a I'm gonna watch this from the roll bar as well. Murray sees an opportunity. Lap cars really didn't play a factor in this. Pave slide job. That's when Earnhardt would be screaming, slide job! What a finish. That was great. I hope you enjoyed that. That was an awesome race. No way did I think this guy was going to win. That's a hell of a victory. Let me know what you think, because, man, that was awesome. Thanks for watching.